Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chief Lisa Proctor of the Kings Mountain Police Department, and I have called you so that I can provide you some additional information in regard to our missing persons report of Mr. Keith Adams. The family has been notified prior to this conference, and out of courtesy for them and at their request, I am doing this conference for them as well to help them also bring closure. We have, as of yesterday afternoon, located the body of Keith Adams. He was found deceased in an area in Cleveland County off Jim Patterson Road. Mr. Adams was reported missing on November the 5th, 2001, which we immediately began looking for him and trying to track down if this was something that was normal or if this was something totally out of character. And after many interviews and investigative follow-ups and leads, we received additional information that led us to yesterday's events. I want to thank the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations who assisted us. Through the leads that my department and those two agencies came up together, the three agencies went yesterday specifically to Jim Patterson Road to see if in fact our information was correct and that we were able to find him. Unfortunately, he has passed away. But we do have some additional news as well, because once Mr. Adams was located and the investigation began to continue to unravel, we were able to secure first-degree murder warrants on an individual by the name of Darlene Black. Miss Black was taken in custody with the help of SLED out of South Carolina. Spartanburg County Sheriff's Department also assisted in that investigation and taken her into custody this morning in South Carolina. She will be either waiting extradition to answer the charges at hand of first-degree murder. At this particular time, this investigation, outside of what I've already disclosed to you, is a continuing investigation. So we are asking that anyone with any additional information on this case at all, if you saw something, if you heard something, if you know something and have failed to come forward with additional information, we're asking you to do that. This family of Mr. Adams is grieving, as I have spoke personally with them today, this morning. They are thankful that they are able to bring some closure to the case, and they thank the community for the prayers that's been sent up. And we ask you to continue to lift that family up in your prayers as well as we continue to further this investigation. And with that, if you have any questions, I will be glad to answer what I can. But due to the nature of the case and the fact that it is a continuing investigation, it may be limited to what I will be able to say.
Chief, I have a question here for you. Do you know how Darlene Black knows Keith Adams?
They were living together.
They were living together?
Yes.
Were they dating or were they just housemates?
That's my understanding. They were living together.
Do you have an idea of how Keith Adams was killed?
At this time, I'm not going to get into that portion of it. We are awaiting the results of autopsy as we speak.
And where was she apprehended? Do you know what city in South Carolina?
I believe it was in the area of Inman.
Inman?
Yeah.
Do you know why she was there?
No, not at this particular time.
family told us he took a gun with him after leaving the house. Do you know how that comes into play here at all?
No, I will be able to comment on that as to those remarks, whether they are truth or whether they are fictitious, involving the weapon.
Can you say if there was a weapon found? where
Not
it
at
was
this
found?
time, I cannot.
And so speaking of the strangeness of the scenario around him leaving their home or their apartment, wherever they live, did you say that you were looking for other possible suspects who could be involved in this?
We are looking for any additional information involving the case. If that happens to include other individuals that have either aided or assisted or been involved in some form or fashion, we are definitely looking for that.
How's the family holding up through all this?
Remarkably well. They're a very amazing family. They have very strong faith in God, and they have relied on that faith to carry them through the whole totality of the events up to this point, and they continue to.
Do you have any idea, are you looking into the statements that she made, that people came in a black car in the middle of the night and took him?
We are looking at into every statement, including the ones that were made by family or other people that we have interviewed, to track down the truthfulness of all statements. Because as police, that is what we're obligated to do. We're fact finders and we're truth seekers. So regardless of what situation took place, what the events that led up to us locating Mr. Adam, we're going to leave no stone unturned until we can piece the rest of the puzzle together to continue to bring closure to the family.
I'm sorry, did you say they were dating or they were living together?
I know that they were living together.
Okay, but you didn't say they were dating.
I have not said that.
Okay.
Do we have access to a photo of the suspect as of this point?
We hope to have that for you soon, as she was taken into custody in South Carolina, so we'll be trying to get that as well. Okay. I can tell you that her name is Darlene Black, and she was born in 1958, and that's about all the information I have on her at this particular time. Okay. And just so you guys will know, I'd like to keep, this is not our only missing persons case that we've had in 2021, although it is a very tragic and very sad case and sad ending. We have another lady that's been missing since earlier 2021 in April, and that we're still continuing to search for her as well. And her name is Angela Burris. Anyone with any information leading to Angela Burris, we would love to be able to bring that family some closure. We would love to find her safe and alive, but we would also like to be able to bring family closure in her case as well. So please help us continue to try and track down and locate Miss Burris as well.
What can you tell us about her case?
Her case is also continuing to be active. We have reached out to not only our agency again, but also with the State Bureau of Investigations to be able to help and cover up any new leads that we may have. We're hoping to bring closure to her case in the near future.